First, the highlights. Lagos government restates commitment to strategic partnerships to promote women empowerment. Jame clears 85 underage candidate for admission to universities. On foreign team, Sudan's military confirms army's withdrawal from western stronghold El Fasher. And in sports, Benin Republic head coach admits difficult task in defeating Super Falcons in second leg of WAFCON 2026 qualifier. And now the details. I am Mike James. The Lagos State Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, WAPA, has reaffirmed its commitment to strategic partnerships that promote women's empowerment, sustainable development, and community inclusion through a new collaboration with Dangote Cement PLC. Permanent Secretary, WAPA, Rianat Onigbanjo, made this known during the company's personal social responsibility ceremony held at the WAPA Vocational Center, Anthony Village, Lagos. Onigbanjo lauded the organization for its continued collaboration with the Lagos State government in creating opportunities for women and youth at the grassroots, stating that such initiatives are in tandem with the vision of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to achieve inclusive economic growth and poverty alleviation under the Themes Plus agenda. The event featured the enrollment of 8 beneficiaries from the Ajomo Ikosi community into vocational training at the Koshofe Skill Acquisition Center, while each beneficiary also received startup packs to reinforce their skills and enhance self-reliance in their chosen trades. Lagos State government has reaffirmed its commitment to enhancing regional collaboration, supporting survivors of human trafficking, and enforcing stronger legal measures to combat trafficking and ritual crimes. Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice Lawal Pedro, who stated this at the Africa Colloquium Against Human Trafficking, emphasized that Lagos would continue to spearhead initiatives promoting justice, dignity, and protection for all. Pedro, while expressing gratitude to all delegates and partners for their participation and valuable contributions, described the colloquium as a significant milestone in strengthening Africa's unified response to human trafficking and exploitation. The event, themed A United Front Against Ritual Abuse and Sacrifice, brought together leaders, policymakers, and stakeholders in the justice system. Kebbi State Governor Nasir Idris has approved a minor reshuffle in his cabinet as part of ongoing efforts to strengthen governance and enhance administrative efficiency across the state. The governor redeployed 2 members of the State Executive Council as Samaila Augi was moved to the Ministry of Health, while Haliru Wasagu was redeployed to the Ministry of Internal Security. The redeployment aligned with the governor's vision of repositioning the civil service for effective and efficient service delivery to the people of Kebbi State. And now to the rest of the stories. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board JAMB has cleared 85 underage candidates who participated in a special screening after scoring high marks in this year's Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination UTME for admission. The board's public communication advisor, Fabian Benjamin, announced the release of the results in Abuja. The examination body conducted a screening of the special candidates on October 8. The screening, which was handled by experts assembled by JAMB, was meant to ensure that only outstanding and well-prepared candidates below the age of 16 are considered for admission into tertiary institutions for the 2025-26 academic session. The board also admonished 182 finalist candidates who had a valid reason for missing the final interview to submit a formal request through its support ticketing system under the newly created category titled 2025 Underage Complaint. The West African Examinations Council, WAEC, has dismissed reports alleging that it issued a directive restricting senior secondary students to specific subjects for the forthcoming 2026 West African Senior School Certificate Examination for school candidates. WAEC, in a statement signed by its acting head of public affairs, Muyosola Adishino, described the report as unfounded assumptions and urged schools and the general public to disregard them amid recent social media reports suggesting that schools had been directed to limit students' subject combinations for the 2026 examination. WAEC reiterated that such claims were false and not issued by the council. The examination body clarified that it has not issued directives concerning the development or modification of senior secondary curricula, as that responsibility lies solely with the federal government through relevant education authorities. It emphasized that WAEC's role is limited to implementing government-approved circular through its examinations and that it operates strictly within the legal and operational frameworks set by the Nigerian government. The Legacy chapter of the All Progressives Congress, APC, says the federal government under President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda is not neglecting any port. The Lagos APC, in a statement signed by its spokesperson Sheye Oladejo, says the $1 billion investment in the Lagos deep sea port is part of a nationwide modernization blueprint designed to transform Nigeria into West Africa's premier maritime hub. It says the Lagos deep sea port is not a Lagos project, but a Nigeria project attracting foreign direct investment from China Harbour Engineering Company and Singapore's Tolaram Group, both of whom saw in President Tinubu's vision a business environment worth their billions. The Lagos APC adds that the $1 billion Lagos port investment is not sabotage, but economic foresight, creating jobs, boosting export, and ending decades of inefficiency that made Nigeria ports some of the most expensive in Africa. In some foreign news, Sudan's military chief Abdel al-Burhan has confirmed the army's withdrawal from its last western stronghold of El Fasher after the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces RSF declared control of the city. In a televised address, al-Burhan said he had approved the withdrawal in response to the systematic disruption and killing of civilians. He said he had agreed with local leaders to leave and go to a safe place to protect the remaining citizens and the rest of the city from destruction. The United Nations has raised the alarm over reports of atrocities committed by the RSF in recent days and has called for safe passage for trapped civilians. The RSF have denied accusations they were killing civilians. The city's capture gives the RSF control over all 5 states' capitals in Darfur, consolidating its parallel administration in Yala, the capital of South Darfur. The UN Human Rights Office also warned that the number of large-scale, ethnically motivated violations and atrocities in El Fasher was increasing. And over to sports news. Amazons of Benin Republic head coach Abdoulaye Ozeru says beating the Super Falcons will be a difficult task for his young team. Benin Republic lost the first leg 2-0 to the defending champions last Friday. The Super Falcons will be looking to complete the job when both teams clash in the reverse fixture at the Moshood Abiola Sports Arena, Abeokuta, today. Ozeru stated that his team's target is to keep improving. The Amazons are not a major force in Africa, and Ozeru accepted the gap between both teams. And that was our news at noon. But just before we go, always check your mirrors before changing lanes or making a U-turn. Blind spots can hide approaching vehicles or motorcycles. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs. It's live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. You can listen to Lagos Traffic Radio on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration organized a mentorship seminar for over 1,000 youths on the theme Agripreneur Strategy for Wealth Creation? Well, you can get more details. It's on the Legacy Garment